Hello, YouTube. If you've been on social media for the past 24 hours or so, it's been a very chaotic ride, I suppose, between the TikTok banning and then the TikTok unbanning. A lot has happened over these past few hours, and I kind of want to talk about this because it's really been bothering me about how everything went down over the past few hours or so, pretty much. And seeing how people are reacting to this and I guess missing the plot, it feels like we're on a pretty rough go as far as posting content online and social media as a whole, because we keep defending these corporations that clearly only care about making money, and seeing people have parasocial relationships to these giants is really just going to lead to a place of hurt, a place that we've actually seen quite a lot on the internet, but yeah, I'm just making this video to share my thoughts about everything that happened, and who knows, maybe I'll make a follow-up video regarding this topic, but for now, I just want to get into it and talk about the TikTok ban and everything that came along with it these past few hours, I suppose. Because a lot is changing, and a lot is still pretty much obviously changing at the time of me recording this, so yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts out about this topic, because yeah, the way that some of y'all have been acting, it's been pretty sus. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so yeah, if you don't know, TikTok was pretty much supposed to be banned, well, today, but technically last night at midnight, and obviously the app went offline for about 8 hours as of the time of me recording this. It is currently back online, and a lot of people seem to be praising everything that happened. And I get it, when people talk about social media, and especially making content and making money off said content, it's a very white and black issue. You have one group saying that posting videos on day isn't a quote-unquote real job, and you have other people who obviously think it is their whole livelihood and can't go without being on their phone every 5 minutes. But I always hate it when people on the internet take such a black and white stance on something that's such a complicated issue. And I thought about this quite a lot. And yeah, I decided to want to make this a video because, like, yeah, the way that people are going about this is just off to me. And I kind of wanted to share my opinion, so yeah. I'm currently streaming live on twitch.tv/ice719. And yeah, what this whole situation taught me about TikTok and really content creation in general is not to put all your eggs in one basket. All of these social media platforms are in it, of course, to make money, to push ads to users, and give people, I guess, a sense of division in an already pretty much fragmented world. So yeah, I guess the thing that mainly miffed me about everything that happened is how people are so apologetic to these companies, knowing all the things that they do to exploit people. Now, I get it. TikTok and a lot of other platforms have given people voices. It gave them a way to have, I guess, a sense of community in their respective fields or space. And that's definitely true for artists, although we've been getting the short end of this deal with a lot of these platforms. But regardless, it gave people the opportunity to make some decent money while making content that they actually enjoy. And overall, I'd say that that is a good thing. Whether TikTok should or shouldn't be banned, that's not really a black or white issue. There's a lot of nuance because it is a livelihood for some people. And it's not just silly dancing videos, it's all sorts of topics, whether it's climate change, art, your favorite fandoms, other educational stuff. TikTok has actually helped me quite a bit. It helped me quite a bit with deciding whether to stream or even make content to begin with. And actually, last year, almost a year ago, it was through TikTok that I even got my first sponsor, Ferris Wheel Press Inks. They reached out to me through TikTok DMs saying, hey, we like your content, can you try these inks for us? And yeah, if it weren't for TikTok, I probably would have never took the next step for my content. as far as like making videos and doing live streams, because the moment when I got my first sponsor, I was like, hey, maybe I could actually turn this into something a little bit more serious. And I guess, yeah, it made me realize that there's more to content creation than just updates. You can actually make a difference in what you post. And with that, it does come with a bit of a responsibility, both as people who create content, as well as users who consume it, because if you leave it up to these platforms, they just want you to mindlessly consume content without really thinking about what goes on behind the scenes. Places like TikTok, among other social media platforms, have been pretty helpful as far as building communities, which in a US where there's a lack of third spaces available for folks, it's been pretty invaluable. The most notably was during COVID when people couldn't exactly go out, so they connected on these platforms for regardless of many different reasons, whether it's educational or for entertainment. TikTok does have some uses. Not just as a silly dancing app, because that's a pretty much reductionist view of all the content creators on there. But yeah, it has helped quite a lot of people, and to say it hasn't isn't exactly the full picture. But regardless of how much TikTok has helped me grow as a content creator, I also have to talk about the whole corporate side of things, because let's be real, these corporations, like I said, they don't really care about us. They just want our money. And I guess being able to just monetize on these platforms in general, just posting the things that you do enjoy is sort of a way to get back at that, but that also doesn't mean that we should, like, believe everything that these CEOs say without further scrutiny. So I guess that kind of leads me to the current, dilemma regarding how the ban happened, because last night, after I spent like hours trying to improve my streaming setup, I went on my phone and I checked TikTok because I was curious to see what was going on. And then I'm sure a lot of y'all also seen that weird message that popped up saying it was banned and a certain orange man was going to be the one who fixes this. But I think a lot of people are falling for the whole bait and switch with everything that happened with the app. And yeah, this was his idea for the TikTok ban to begin with, but this was obviously a bait and switch. Technically, it wasn't even the 19th yet in America when all of this went down last night. So technically the app wasn't even going to be banned yet. And they weren't even sure how it was even going to be enforced, because even Biden said that he wasn't really going to enforce the ban. But regardless, it was pretty obvious that TikTok made the app go down because it garnered attention, and any publicity is good publicity. So technically the ban wasn't even a ban, it was more of a publicity stunt. And yeah, people that are falling for this, it really concerns me as someone who does make content, because obviously these corporations can do whatever they want, while I do all the work editing and like a bunch of other creators making all their content from scratch. These corporations can pretty much do anything at will, and they don't really have to listen to the criticism of users. So I guess that's just my main gripe about all of this. I guess it's just the fact that these corporations can do whatever they want, and people will blindly believe everything that they hear regarding this situation and others regarding social media. Because like Facebook and obviously Twitter are going down similar trajectories of capitulation, and like if you feel like you have to appeal to a political leader, then is it really a spot for free speech? Yeah, it's a pretty troubling time for self-expression, that's for sure. Especially if you're, I guess, part of a marginalized group. because like things might be a little rough for a while, and having a community of people who support you and share similar values is definitely important. And we know that these platforms do tend to drown out certain voices, and that can be more the case than it is now. And it's probably going to be like that for at least the foreseeable future. So I guess what I'm trying to say with this video, and I'll probably make a follow-up at some point about this, is if you do want to get into content creation, it's wise to just not put all your eggs in one basket, because truth be told, I was doing that for a while. I had an incident with my TikTok account like a few months ago, and I was like, oh no, am I about to lose all my, I guess, videos and all the stuff that I worked on? And then I realized, hey, maybe it's a sign for me to work on other things and not be afraid. I needed to take other risks and try other platforms and see what works. And yeah, I think by doing so, it helps me grow as an artist and as a creator. And I realized I want to keep doing this, so yeah. TikTok, like I said, has done a lot of things to help a bunch of people. And it isn't all black and white as far as whether or not the platform is beneficial for users. There's a lot of nuance here, so I wouldn't really listen to anyone that says one thing over the other, because, yeah. It's given people an opportunity that they may have not have had in their regular lives, but that's pretty much the video that I wanted to make regarding this topic, and like I said, I'll probably talk about it again, either on a video or live on stream, twitch.tv/ice19. But if you disagree with anything that I said in this video, then please let me know down in the comments. And yeah, I try to go for weekly uploads, but I'm gonna try to make 2 videos a week, hopefully going forward. So yeah, another shorter video, but I really wanted to talk about this issue, so yeah, goodbye and take care. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.